Hey guys, Troy from troysdeals.com. Welcome to today's Market Watch. It is Wednesday, it's the 26th, and we're going to dive into the stats for today. We're going to dive into the week stats for this month of 2026 versus the same month last year, 2025. And then we're going to talk a bit about foreclosures. And if your property is already listed but about to be going to a foreclosure and you get a court order, what happens? We're going to talk about that in today's Troy's Deals Market Watch update. So let's dive into the numbers here. So here we are in the matrix. So there were 98 new listings today, 44 went pending, 59 price decreases, two price increases, two came back on the market, 61 sold, 13 expired, four were withdrawn from the market. So as you can see, it's been a pretty busy Wednesday here in Greater Victoria, and our stats on the marketplace here are showing up. So yeah, it's been busy, and the places that have sold are because they're priced appropriately, and that is the main reason why they're selling right now is they are priced appropriately and priced to move. And if they are in great shape already, then buyers really look for that. They would prefer to buy a premium home and not have to do anything. They just want to be turnkey, get in the door, put the furniture in, put your feet up, call it a day. Now, let's dive into the month to date stats here. So here we are. This is the Victoria Real Estate Board's month to date market stats for August 24th. A few days, it was on a Monday. Just getting to it today, So for 2026, there were 433 net unconditional versus 523 last year this time. 885 new listings this month, and there were 1,078 the same month last year. And active listings 3,708 versus 3,598. So marginal difference, about 100 plus, just over 100 listings in August. But we've still got another week to go here because it goes to the 31st, another 5 days. So we'll see what happens with the numbers for the whole month. That'll be out likely Monday next week. So we'll go over those numbers. Now, what I wanted to talk to you a bit about is we're back to the Market Watch report. If you wanted to get these the new listings, the pendings, the price decreases, the solds, all that stuff, simply type in my number down below, the TroyBot 236-237 5007. You can talk to the TroyBot. You can get set up with all those lists automatically through that, and you'll get them every day. They're going to look like this. They're going to come in like, let's take a look at the Langford condo list for today. So you're going to get an email from my system every day at 8 a.m. And in that email, it'll tell you there were 3 new condo listings here on Bear Mountain today, or in Langford, sorry, and one for 390 at a recently sold, 539 here. This is a price decrease, and this one here, it went under contract, so it's a pending listing. So you'll get all of these listings sent to your inbox simply by subscribing to the Troy's Deals Market Watch report. So again, type in there deals, 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 get me the deals, or reach out to my Troy bot at 236-237-5007, and we can start the conversation from there and get you going on all of that stuff. So list for areas that you want. So if you wanted to move in Langford, you're looking for a condo, a townhouse, whatever it is, 1, 2, 3 bedrooms, we'll get you dialed in on that list, dialed in on the area, dial in your price point, and away we go. And if there's something you like, you can book a showing directly from the web or call me directly and I'll get you in there for your own private showing. Now, let's talk about the foreclosure topic. So let's hypothetically, let's just go over some of the rules here, okay? So in British Columbia, if a judge grants someone conduct of sale, so now say we're already listed, you've got a listing with me or another agent, but the judge has now granted a conduct of sale. So this is common in foreclosure and um, some family or petition cases or other court proceedings. That order generally overrides the original owner's authority to sell. So basically, if you're already listed, the court order can trump all of that and take over. So your current listing agreement with your realtor does not automatically vanish from the MLS the second the order is signed, but the listing usually becomes ineffective. So essentially, it's done. The lawyers that are working for the lenders will send notification to the real estate board, to the managing brokers to let them know what's happening. And from there, they're basically in charge of your listing. Now, sometimes you can try and work with the, if I, say for me, I could try and work with the lawyer that's representing the lenders, um, and try and keep control of the listing, keep it active, and work with them to try and sell it so you don't have to go and deal with somebody else. But sometimes that doesn't work out, and it just goes into another realtor that the courts or the judge and or the lawyer has appointed to take over the listing. So that kind of can happen, and it does happen quite a bit. So the person giving contract to sale, often the lender or a court-approved party, can then sign a new listing with a different realtor. Your existing listing can be voided or taken off the market because you, as the registered owner, no longer have the legal right to instruct the sale. So essentially, you're listing with me or whoever the agent was that you listed with before you got the court order. It's basically considered null and void. Now, I try and work with the lender and with the lawyer in charge to try and maintain control of that. And like I said, sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. I've got a website called victoriaforeclosures.com that I can, help market stuff on as well. And, sometimes I'm able to give some of my media and stuff to the other agent to kind of expedite the process to get the home sold and on the MLS again faster. So it always bodes well for the listing agent to work with the courts and work with the judge and work with the lawyers and work with the new appointed listing agent. Sometimes we can do a co-listing, sometimes we can't. It just depends on what the order states. So that's how that part of it works. Now, the new realtor or the lawyer typically presents a certified copy of the court order to the previous listing brokerage. That is the key document. There isn't one magic cancellation form, but once the brokerage sees the order, they are expected to cancel or withdraw the old listing. So, two agents aren't marketing the same property. So, there could be some confusion of two agents were marketing some property. So, sometimes you can co list with the newly appointed agent, sometimes you can't. Most of the time, that's not going to happen. The new guy's going to take it over. So, commission under the original listing generally ends unless an offer was already accepted during that listing term and the court later approves that exact offer. Holdover clauses usually do not survive this change, but every file is different. So, if your home is listed and you receive a notice of a court order, contact your realtor and a real estate lawyer immediately. Do not assume the listing just continues as normal because it changes. Um, and that's so on that note, we're going to end the video here, guys. So thanks for watching troysdeals.com. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. It helps everything out and it helps boost my algorithm up there so that everybody gets to learn all these cool real estate facts and information to help you make a better choice when either you're selling your home or buying a home. That's why I'm doing this and putting this information out there to give buyers and sellers the information that they need to make a much more informed decision regarding the purchase of their home or selling their existing home and buying another one, or helping first-time buyers get into the market um, in a nice seamless transition, as well as I've got people on my team to help with an inspection. I've got people on my team to help with the conveyancing, the lawyer's team, and I've got a great mortgage broker named Cam Brar and his team at auxiliummortgage.com who can help you get a mortgage. And they can also, if you're a first time buyer, they can walk you through all of the goodies that you might be entitled to, as well as they'll reach out on your behalf to multiple banks and lenders to get you the best deal possible to get you into that new home. And one thing to consider right now is even though prices are dropping, if it might behoove you to make a move on a home that you've been thinking about, because if interest rates start to rise, the price difference that you're getting on the home is a mute point because you're going to be paying more for it. So it's always best to kind of lock in right now just to be sure that you've got something, and then you can adjust your mortgage as need. with your mortgage broker, make sure you have that discussion with him. Again, this isn't financial advice. It's just there to educate you. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm Troy Hubble from troysdeals.com. 250-883-7676 is my cell phone number, or hit the Troy bot 236-237-5007, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers, everybody.